Now in Good Morning Northwest, the man accused of killing 4 U of I students goes to court today for 2 separate hearings. What Bryan Kohberger's attorneys are asking of the judge and why one of those hearings is closed to the public.
Not quite so much fog this morning, and we have warmer weather moving into the area, but that'll come with some additional moisture. We'll talk about the forms and where it will snow. That's coming up.
A man's last words before he died, shot by his ex-girlfriend's son on Spokane South Hill. But the gunman told police about pulling the trigger. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday, January 26th. Let's check out our first alert forecast with Mark.
We've had the cloud cover and did not expect to see much of the full moon that appeared yesterday. We have the wolf moon in frame now. So again, we get a break in the cloud cover. We do have some patchy morning fog, 33 here, also into Coeur d'Alene with some light fog. Nothing is, again, like it was yesterday with the dense fog and the very limited visibility. So we're still going to see some patchy fog out there. Mild temperatures today. The rain moving in tonight about 10, 11 o'clock. And the weekend, it looks to be a wet one, but warmer than average. 33 is our current temperature, also into Coeur d'Alene. St. Mary's, you're at 37 degrees, 36 in Bonners Ferry. Good morning, everybody. And again, freezing or just below freezing between Moses Lake and Ritzville. We do have, again, more dense fog, Spirit Lake up and around. We've got some light fog into downtown Spokane with 4-mile visibility. Still not bad, but again, some of those areas can be a little more dense. We look at what we can expect in our day planner today, and it is going to be the variable clouds. We're going to see, again, high today of 40, which is above average. And even as we get into the 8 o'clock hour, we see the potential for some light rain, but the temperature will be about 36 degrees.
The man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students will be back in court today for 2 separate hearings. The first closed hearings begins at 11 o'clock this morning. In it, John Judge will hear a motion from the defense to unseal previously sealed motions.
That refers to a motion the defense team filed asking the judge to dismiss Kohberger's indictment. This hearing will happen behind closed doors to protect the privacy of the jurors. The second hearing starts at 1 this afternoon. In this open hearing, Kohberger's attorneys will present arguments pertaining to what they believe were inaccurate grand jury instructions. After those hearings, Judge John Judge plans to hold a scheduling hearing which would set the trial date and future hearing dates in the case. Media cameras are not allowed in the court today. The early hearing will be streamed live on Judge's YouTube page, and we will stream that afternoon hearing live on KXLY.com and KXLY Plus if you'd like to follow along.
Well, this morning, the family of Kaylee Goncalves, one of the U of I students who was killed in November of 2022, is sharing never-before-released images of their daughter that they recently got from investigators. ABC's Kana Wentworth sat down with them.
We're just left in limbo.
This morning, Kaylee Goncalves' parents sharing exclusively with GMA never-before-seen pictures and videos of their 21-year-old daughter.
This is a type of, you can like season with these. I can't really season with them, but you can cook with them.
Yeah, I know that's in front of the tower.
Yeah.
This is in front of the University of Idaho Tower.
The family still waiting on a full digital copy of Kaylee's phone from authorities.
These are the last moments of your child's life, and you're sitting here fighting with somebody who just doesn't care.
They were able to collect some of Kaylee's belongings from the university over the summer, which raised concerns for them about how well possible evidence was processed, including a trash can from Kaylee's room that was full and appeared untouched.
We opened it. It was a little squeezy applesauce thing like you would give to like a toddler. Yeah. It did not appear to have been gone through.
Police saying they had gathered more than 100 pieces of physical evidence from the scene, along with some 4,000 photos and 3D scans of the residence. Still, frustration mounting for the family over what they consider a lack of communication and a rush to tear down the home on King Road. Christy describes for the first time how Kaylee was found.
It's my understanding Kaylee was kind of sitting up.
Yes.
And had fought.
Yeah. And the way that room's put together, if you come through that door, you can't get out of that room.
Completely, totally trapped.
Yeah. You're in a bed.
Tiny room. The bed was the entire room. You could barely open up the door without swiping the foot of the bed. And it was wall. You know, the headboard was up against the wall. The side where Kaylee was on was up against the wall. And if you can imagine Kaylee in an upright sort of position up in the corner, slumped. I mean, she was shocked.
The home on King Road was torn down in the pre-dawn hours of December 28th.
And you can find all of our U of I murders coverage right now on our website, KXLY.com.
New from the Breaking Now desk. A controversial execution of a convicted murderer who spent decades on death row. The state of Alabama executed Kenneth Smith with nitrogen gas. It's the first time in U.S. history the new method has been used.
Smith was pronounced deceased by physicians at 8:25 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Last night, the Supreme Court had denied an appeal in a 6-3 decision, with the liberal justices dissenting. Justice Sonia Sotomayor accusing Alabama of experimenting with human life, saying having failed to kill Smith on its first attempt, Alabama has selected him as its guinea pig to test a method of execution never attempted before. Smith was one of 3 men convicted in the murder of Elizabeth Sennett in the 1980s. In 2022, Smith and the state of Alabama agreeing to a different form of execution after the state had botched a lethal injection execution. In a settlement with Smith, the state agreed to execution by nitrogen hypoxia. In a final statement, Smith said in part, "Tonight, Alabama causes humanity to step backwards." Now, nitrogen hypoxia has been controversial. Lawyers for the state argued that the method is painless, with unconsciousness occurring in a matter of seconds. But the United Nations Human Rights Office says there is no scientific evidence proving that execution by nitrogen gas will not cause grave suffering. Alabama says it will continue to use the method.
Nitrogen hypoxia is one of the 3 methods of execution, so if the inmates choose it, then that's the method we will use.
Mississippi and Oklahoma have also authorized their prisons to carry out executions with nitrogen if they cannot use lethal injection, but they have never tried to do so. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Why did you kill me? That's what 53-year-old Willie Anderson said after being shot by his ex-girlfriend's son. Investigators say it happened at an apartment complex in the Moran Prairie neighborhood near 55th and Freya. According to court documents, 22-year-old Cody Lowe said he called police when he heard banging and saw 2 men with power tools, believing they were car prowlers. He also told officers that he was armed. A short time later, Lowe told investigators he found Anderson sleeping in his mother's closet. Lowe told investigators he had known Anderson for most of his life and that he was not allowed in the apartment. Lowe then pointed the gun at Anderson and told him to get out. Court documents say Anderson put his hands up and Lowe closed his eyes and pulled the trigger. Lowe told detectives Anderson had never assaulted or threatened him, and Anderson was not armed. Detectives spoke with Lowe's mother, who told them Anderson was trying to get back together with her. She previously let him sleep in her car before it was repossessed and allowed him into the apartment that evening. Lowe's bail has been set at $100,000. His next court appearance is February 6th.
Spokane police arrested the man they say is responsible for setting a house fire Wednesday night that killed 2 dogs and sent another to an emergency veterinarian clinic. 42-year-old suspect Rodney Barnhill appeared in court yesterday for arson. SPD says Barnhill set the fire inside after an argument with a woman and then left the home. Officers found him hiding a few blocks away. At one point, Barnhill held a knife to his own throat, threatening to hurt himself and trying to provoke officers to shoot him. Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:08.
Mark is back talking about our forecast and snow.
Yeah, so it's winter time. People are going like, Mark, we got all this rain. Why are we not seeing all the snow? It's warm air aloft. And that's going to mix in with this cool air. It just takes a while, but we're going to see the snow by Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, up into the mountains. We'll have rain here. We're going to have a full check of that forecast coming up.
I'm sharing how you can look inside the schools the Spokane Public School District is hoping to replace, coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Today, a New York jury will hear closing arguments and begin deliberating how much former President Donald Trump's defamatory statements could cost him. What he said on the stand yesterday. Coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed! Where would you get engaged? At our most spectacular historic hotel? Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will become the undisputed leader of a ginormous pack of dogs. rescue dogs to be exact. A second act made possible by the career reskilling courses Lisa's already taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does, so she can finally run with the big dogs and the small dogs who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
Dude, you coming?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max Gels, cold and flu relief with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, Winter Warriors with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an award-winning Equinox. Lend a hand in the Silverado with up to 14 available camera views. Or mix it up in the Trax with an 11-inch diagonal display screen. Find the Chevy that's right for you. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $500 cash allowance. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
It's the 7-day winter sale at Furniture Row, so get ready because every sofa, dining table, and bed is on sale. Like this unbeatable deal on the Bearing panel bed, now only $5.99. Save big on the Centurion sofa, only $6.99. Get the Largo dining table for only $3.99. And check out the Summit Queen, now only $299.99. Plus, 4 years no interest financing. But don't wait. The 7-day winter sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday the 1st.
Where would you get engaged? At our most spectacular historic hotel? Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
It's now 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Closing arguments begin today in former President Donald Trump's civil defamation trial.
This will determine how much he will have to pay writer E. Jean Carroll. Trump was found guilty of raping the former magazine columnist in a department store in the mid-1990s, then defaming her when he denied her claim. Trump briefly took the stand to deny the claims as he seeks to avoid a multi-million-dollar jury verdict against him. He also sought to advance the narrative that he is a victim of a broad conspiracy designed to block his return to the White House and damage his personal and business reputation.
Under scrutiny, big tech ties to artificial intelligence companies. U.S. antitrust regulators launched an inquiry into Amazon, Google, and Microsoft and their influence over AI startups that make chatbots and other tools. The Federal Trade Commission is giving the tech giants, including Anthropic and OpenAI, 45 days to provide information about their agreements and decision-making behind them.
It's a Friday morning. Yay! All right, here we go. 10-second takeaway. If the button works, there we go. Patchy fog. We've seen that all morning long. We're going to get cloud cover. Again, walking in and around some of the areas, you're going to have slippery conditions because of icy conditions. 40 will be our high today.
People experiencing homelessness got to see a doctor, pick out free clothes, and eat a hot meal at the Spokane Convention Center yesterday.
Those are just a few of the things available to people at the 12th annual Spokane Homeless Connect. A haircut has the power to change someone's life. This was another service offered at the resource fair. One woman said it gave her the extra boost of confidence that she needed to go after her goals.
You feel refreshed and you could go out and find a job, and there's free clothing over there, and you could do really well.
Well, Cheryl, who you just heard from there, says when she looked at the mirror, she felt really good. Another popular service offered was free vet care. One man said that his dog is the reason he's going into addiction treatment. The vets were helping him find foster care for his dog so he could receive the help that he needs. And that's what Homeless Connect is all about, helping people get back on their feet. So great to see. Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:14.
Keeping housing costs down. Coming up a little later on Good Morning Northwest, the unique approach by Mead neighborhood that's saving people big bucks.
And our Allison Martinez live this morning to learn why Spokane Public Schools says this building here needs to be replaced entirely.
Spokane Tribe Casino brings you country music artist Ray Lynn to Spokane Live.
Saturday, January 27th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call now for our winter special. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
Elite Tire and Suspension, your premier tire and suspension shop, can do it all. A family business that started right here in the Northwest, building their business and your trust from the ground up. Active in the community and committed to supporting schools and youth programs in the Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint area. Elite Tire and Suspension, top-notch customer service, the best warranty in town, and easy financing. Their experienced team will keep you safe on the road with correct tires, suspension, and alignment. Call, click, or stop in anytime. Elite Tire and Suspension in Coeur d'Alene and Pend Oreille.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY+.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $10 million in inventory. And more shipments are arriving daily, so we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. Get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items in the store, with some discontinued items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain, as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
So for a short time, you can get big discounts.
While supplies last at Walker's.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
Spokane Tribe Casino brings you country music artist Ray Lynn to Spokane Live, Saturday, January 27th. Tickets are available online now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Entertainment without limits.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's now 6:18. Today, all ballots for the February special election have been mailed to Spokane County residents.
Got mine yesterday. And Spokane Public Schools is asking voters to approve a $200 million bond that would pay for remodeling some schools and replace others. Allison Martinez is joining us live this morning from one of the schools the district is hoping to replace. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning to you both. I'm here outside of Adams Elementary. Now, this building that you see here right behind me was first built in 1909 and is the oldest school on the South Hill. The district says this main building has problems with ADA compliance, efficiency, and security. Part of this $200 million bond would go towards replacing this building in its entirety. Yesterday, the district invited voters to Madison Elementary School to see the areas in need of improvement, ask questions, and voice concerns. We spoke to a parent who says generations of her family have gone to Madison Elementary, all in the same exact building.
I think that it's important to be involved in your kids' school and what's going on. Updates are really needed, especially for security is one of the biggest things. And then just the heating and that part of it, it's drafty and it gets old,
Critics of the bond say that it doesn't address the increase in assessed property value for not only homeowners, but renters who shoulder that cost.
We were very intentional to bring that dollar amount down in order to keep that tax bill stable throughout the life of the levy and the bond in the next 6 years.
The school is also asking for a 3-year replacement levy to fund student programs not paid for by state and federal funds. The next neighborhood open house will be next Tuesday at 5:15 at Gary Middle School in their library. For more special election coverage, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much.
Yeah, check back in with Mark here, those live conditions. You can see a little bit of that fog kind of hanging around, but nothing compared.
No. Yesterday we had the dense fog and it sat down. Now we've got some light fog that's moving around. Freezing in some places. We also have, again, sidewalks and the untreated roads could have some glaze on it. So just take it easy. Right now, Coeur d'Alene, light fog 33. We've got some light fog 33 as well. Today we're going to warm up to 40 degrees. That's an above average. We're still going to hold on to that patchy fog throughout the mid-morning hours. Tonight, it's rain moving in. Now, it's going to happen about 10 o'clock tonight. We'll give you the timeline here in just a moment. And the east winds are going to be light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Currently, we do have a very active pattern into the Cascades of Oregon and then scattered showers into areas of Washington. Now, we're going to see the body of this sort of work its way up, and that is going to come through this jet stream that's going to come right over the top of us. But look at the amount of energy that's sitting over the Pacific. So we're going to see a lot of this start to come across up through Canada and then back down again. But it's got to cross over us to get there first. So we look at what we have in our forecast for the radar. It looks like about 10 o'clock or so, 11. We're going to see that rain coming in with some snow into the higher elevations north of us and wrapping around into North Idaho. Then we get a break. We got more coming in. This is Saturday afternoon. Rainy conditions. That lasts through the evening hours. Get a break. We get more. So it's just, again, these impulses coming off the Pacific. We're going to continue to see rainy conditions in the lower elevations, some snow into the mountains, but we do have that warm air aloft, so it's not going to be as much snow as skiers would like. 40-hour high today, 43 into Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures overnight are going to be above freezing for our area, and then warming into the mid-40s by Sunday with rain there. Monday, dry 48, near 50 degrees on Monday. Who knew that we would look forward to a Monday?
Crazy.
When did that happen?
Crazy.
It's been a crazy year, people.
That's
Already.
for sure.
Already.
Thanks, Mark. Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:22.
An NBA scout in the house for the Gonzaga men's game last night against the Dons. Julian Benensone shows us what he saw next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war. The worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2024 models are available, which means you can get the best selection now with over 100 great choices. And pick the color and package options you like best and take delivery today. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices. So if you need a safe, reliable winter ride, you can find it at Findlay.
That was my fast. Okay, now what do we say?
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em.
Cook, flip, enjoy what?
Ajinomoto authentic Japanese goizers.
Gyoza.
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em. New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza. Crispy, juicy, on your table in minutes.
And what do we call them? That'll do.
New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza exclusively at Costco.
When I was 18, I really wanted to go to college and I wanted to study art, but I didn't know how to go about it. Being undocumented for most of my life, I wasn't able to apply for FAFSA or any financial aid, so I took out some private loans. I kept paying and paying and paying and paying, but they just wouldn't go down. BCU helped me get back on my feet. I took out a credit card with them. It allowed me to rebuild my credit. I just always assumed that the default was like, well, banks always take advantage of you. Being in a credit union has proved to me that, no, there is an alternative.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minenstone. You know when your older sibling beats you at everything over and over again? That's what it's been like for Gonzaga and San Francisco. The Bulldogs had beaten the Dons 27 straight times heading into last night. Little brother USF was just hoping to get big brother Gonzaga just one time. NBA champion Tayshaun Prince in the house. Prince worked in the front office for the Memphis Grizzlies this season, and he was scouting the talent in this game. Man, he saw a good one. First half, San Francisco's Jonathan Mogbo goes strong to the rim. Gonzaga trailed by 1 at halftime, but after the break, the Bulldogs made their run. Graham Ike, he was mad at the rim right there with the slam, and then very next possession, it's the other star of the Bulldogs, Anton Watson, drives, goes behind the back, and flip it up and in off the glass. Everything was going right for the Bulldogs down the stretch. And then how about Ben Gregg? He's been playing pretty well since he was put in the starting lineup a few games ago. Gregg open in the corner, and he's going to knock it down for 3, then point to his teammates. Gonzaga hangs on to win 77-72. Ike led the way with 22 points, and the Zags, they have Pacific next on the road at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
What a game. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:26.
He's not even president, but Donald Trump could blow up a delicate bipartisan immigration compromise in the Senate. The GOP frontrunner is telling his party to do. Coming up.
And how are you feeling about the economy? Things might be better than you think. Why the U.S. Treasury Secretary says we are shattering expectations. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, lucky to be alive. You're watching the incredibly shocking moment a state trooper goes flying during a routine traffic stop on Oklahoma's I-40. The trooper gets up and quickly runs away to avoid any additional danger, surviving and calling for help.
362 City, I was just hit by a car. Start EMS.
The officer sustaining a relatively minor injury to his left arm, thanks in large part to his decision to approach the vehicle from the passenger side. And this morning, that trooper is speaking out to GMA.
You know, always tell your loved ones you love them, and it just kind of gets to where it's a routine thing. And then when something like this happens, you're like, wow, that was a close one. I almost didn't come home tonight.
And we're going to have much more on this scary close call coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Livestream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Celebrate 6 years with us at Spokane Tribe Casino. Win your share of $60,000 cash during our Win-Anniversary giveaway every Saturday in January. Celebrate with us all month long as we celebrate these winning years. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
There are some things that work better together. Like your workplace benefits
And retirement savings. Presentation looks great. Thanks. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals. That one. And look forward to a more confident future.
That is one dynamic duo. Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Celebrate 6 years with us at Spokane Tribe Casino. Win your share of $60,000 cash during our Winiversary giveaway every Saturday in January. Celebrate with us all month long as we celebrate these winning years. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We're kicking off this half hour of news with the 4 News Now story tracker following the stories people are reading about this morning.
The United Nations top court demanded today that Israel try to contain death and damage in the Gaza Strip. It did stop short of ordering a ceasefire. South Africa accused Israel of genocide in an unprecedented case at the court earlier this month. It said the country's leadership was, quote, intent on destroying the Palestinians in Gaza. Israel has rejected the accusations, calling them false and grossly distorted.
The IRS is set to launch its free tax filing pilot program on Monday. This means some people will have the option of filing their 2023 federal tax returns with a new government-run system. It's known as Direct File. And the free program will be open on a very limited basis, at first to federal and state government employees in 12 states, and that includes Washington. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is a Friday, TGIF. It's January 26th. And we're starting off with a little bit of fog, but not like we've seen, Mark.
Yeah, we see some of that into the cameras. And again, you're right. It's very light. We do have a little more dense fog to the north of Deer Park. 33 here, 33 into Coeur d'Alene, and things are looking pretty good. We are going to see that morning patchy fog if we look at the 4 things you need to know. Temperatures are going to be very mild for this time of year. We're almost to what a normal high would be. Rain moving in tonight. Rain for the lower elevations. And then the weekend is going to be wet weather. We have, again, 33 here, 31 into Ritzville. Pullman, you're at 35. Lewiston at 35 as well. Tri-City's cool at 31 degrees if you're heading down there. More fog potential on 395 south. We are going to see the continuation of cloud cover, some breaks expected, and then by tonight, we're going to start to see that next thing come in. It's going to be the rain, 10, 11 o'clock. We're going to see that roll through, hang out overnight with rain snow mix to the north, in around, yes, Deer Park, the usual suspects, Green Bluff and such. But it will be rain throughout the day again tomorrow. Now today, we're going to see the cloud cover. We're going to see that light fog move around. 40 will be our high, and we could see the rain come in as early as 8 o'clock with some sprinkles. But it looks to be the main body of that, again, about 10 p.m. tonight.
And at the Breaking Now desk, we are taking a live look at the U.S. Capitol right now, where Republicans are helping negotiate a bipartisan Senate deal. But former President Donald Trump is urging his party to stop it. That means legislation to address the crisis at the U.S. southern border might have to wait until next year. Trump says if Republicans pass the deal, it would let Democrats share the political win. Hardline House Republicans already say they don't want to compromise. New obstacles mean the bumpy path to a deal might be at a dead end.
They're saying, hey, to protect President Trump, we need to make sure we don't vote on this.
Polls show immigration is the top issue for GOP voters. Now, passing a border bill might not be possible this year, and it could take even longer if Republicans don't win total control of the government and still won't compromise. That is, unless Democrats meet all of their demands. In Texas, Governor Greg Abbott says he's fed up with the current discussions. He's ordering further deployment of razor wire along parts of the Rio Grande. That's despite a Supreme Court ruling that lets border control take it down. Abbott cites a constitutional right to rally troops during invasions. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
We now know the name of the man who died in a head-on crash with a semi-truck on Bigelow Gulch Wednesday. Investigators saying 52-year-old Livan Baez Gomez was in the car with 2 older adults when the truck crossed the center line, crashing into them. The other two in the car were last reported in critical condition in the hospital. The two people in the truck were also hurt.
A unique housing community is now helping low-income families find homes in Meade. Takesa Village is a housing community owned by people who live there. And because of that, a family is getting ready to own their own home that they can afford. Rent is controlled by a governing board of residents, and they keep it as low as $380 a month. Rent that low might sound like a fantasy, especially when the average price of rent in Meade is more than $1,200. One of the people living there says it's changed his life.
I'm a senior citizen now, so I mean, it'd be paying for that until my end of life, basically, because you do a 30-year loan.
Now, to find out if you're eligible to live in a home like this, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com.
And to keep more families in their homes, some Washington lawmakers want to limit how much landlords can raise rent prices every year. The two proposed bills would cap rent increases at 5% a year. The bill would not limit prices landlords can set for new tenants. It would also allow owners of manufactured housing communities to increase lot rent for homeowners who rent the land beneath their homes. According to a survey by the U.S. Census Bureau, 6% of Washingtonians were forced to move because of rent increases in the first half of 2023.
Well, new on Good Morning Northwest. New numbers show the U.S. economy is growing fast, shattering expectations. The nation's gross domestic product grew at a blistering 3.3% pace from October through December of last year. Rapid growth, quelling economists' fears of recession. In an exclusive interview with ABC News, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen touting the growing economy.
We have an economy that has been growing at a good, healthy pace. I see no reason why that can't continue. I think 2024 is going to be a very good economic year.
Now, consumer spending is the main source driving the growth, accounting for roughly 2/3 of U.S. economic activity. Now, President Biden hoping the strong numbers will alter voters' largely pessimistic views about their finances this election year. Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:36.
As we head out the door, you're getting ready, getting those kids ready. Mark tells us what we're dealing with.
Well, freezing temperatures. It's still winter time, so you want to make sure all those layers are on. But again, warmer than a couple weeks ago, but still winter time. We are seeing, again, fog moving in and out of the downtown corridor, and we're going to see that light fog throughout the morning hours. So we'll have your full forecast coming up.
And we are kicking off tax season, and this year you could see some changes when you file. That could land you a bigger refund.
And keep those pods out of sight. The message to parents about laundry pods and how to keep your kids safe. Next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Where would you get engaged? On a mountaintop. Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Beneful knows a full life doesn't just happen. It's a choice. To take a swing, to taste all life has to offer. Choose joy. Choose Beneful. And try Incredibites, just for small dogs.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
Fred's Appliance has GE Profile appliances on sale with smart leading-edge features that make life a little easier.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE appliances with up to $2,000 in rebates at your local Fred's Appliance.
Fred's has appliances in stock and on sale. Stop in and see us today.
At Cal Cars, you never know what you'll find, like all-wheel drives, tricked-out high-performance trucks, sporty low-mileage SUVs, and reliable fun rides.
We always have cool rides at SoFast.
Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Toyota, Mercedes, BMW.
If you need a certain style of vehicle, we will find it for you. Plus, every rig comes with a 1-month, 1,000-mile warranty.
And $50 down is all you need.
The inventory changes quickly because we price them right.
Where would you get engaged? On a mountaintop. Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
As you begin to fill out your taxes, you may notice some differences.
The IRS made several changes to the income tax brackets to help adjust for inflation. This means you may end up with a bigger refund this year. You can also claim more money in energy credits if you've made energy efficient improvements to your home, like installing new windows. If you did that, you can claim up to $1,200 in credits with no lifetime limits instead of the previous $500. There are also changes in the tax credits for families.
If you're a family with 3 kids, it's $7,430.
The IRS says the average refund last year was around $3,000, but with tax bracket changes, you can expect even more.
Laundry pods still pose a significant danger, according to a new study. Fewer children are ingesting detergent pods thanks to heightened awareness. Still, though, 36,000 calls for children under 6 years old getting into those pods were reported from 2019 to 2022.
Usually ends up in their mouths, and oftentimes if they bite down on it or it dissolves, that's how the detergent gets released.
Researchers found increases in exposures among older children related to social media trends and among older adults with cognitive impairments. The study again encourages parents to keep these pods out of sight.
641, your 10-second takeaway, patchy fog. We're seeing that all over the place. Cloudy conditions for the day and still slippery surfaces just because of, again, some of the fog and the snow that's been melting. 40 the high today.
Well, No Lie Brewhouse is teaming up with Rick Clark of Giving Back Spokane to raise money for local families who are on the verge of becoming homeless. No Lie will be selling cases of their Snow Gaze Cold IPA at half price today. From 2 to 6 for $25. You can get 24 cans of this seasonal beer, and 100% of the proceeds will be donated. No Lie is asking you to help reach their goal of selling 400 cases so that $10,000 can be donated to local families in need.
That money is going directly to helping keep people housed. I don't keep a penny of it. John at No Lie doesn't keep a penny of it. So you can know that your money is out there doing good work. And we're going to be giving away prizes all day, like Melissa Etheridge tickets and stuff like that. So.
Now, there will be a limit, though, 2 cases per person.
Good morning, Northwest Times, now 642.
Allison Martinez is live for us this morning with information about the school bond and levy on your ballots.
The Spokane Public School District is answering any and all questions relating to their bond and levy. We'll share more coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Those responsible for making our local roads and highways safe for winter travel would like to remind you that snow removal is an important, critical, and precise task. Please give the right-of-way to removal equipment so we can all get where we need to go quickly and safely.
Queen Nation, the ultimate tribute to the music of Queen, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 7th. Get your tickets now for the #1 ranked Queen Tribute Act.
Winning is just the beginning.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2024 from Findlay.
I've been in the sporting goods business all my life. My customers tell me their best memories are fishing, camping, and at the water enjoying their time with friends and family. They tell me they want those same memories for their children and grandchildren. Elephant Boy's boating store with Mercury Outboards has now expanded to include a fishing and camping store. They are jam-packed with all your outdoor and boating needs, including Mercury Outboards. We invite you to stop by and let the tradition continue to deliver those dreams and memories. We have what you want.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Winter weather means hazardous driving conditions. If you must travel, follow these guidelines to keep everyone safe. Slow down and keep a safe following distance. Use traction tires. Give snow and emergency vehicles the right of way. Carry an emergency kit. Brought to you by Lakes, Worley, Post Falls, and Eastside Highway Districts. 4 News Now is brought to you by the percussion sensation Stomp. BroadwaySpokane.com.
Welcome back. The time's now 6:45. The February special election is now just more than 2 weeks away, and all ballots have been mailed to those living in Spokane County.
Spokane Public Schools asking for a $200 million bond that would pay for remodeling some schools and replacing others. Allison Martinez is live from one of those schools the district hopes to replace. Allison?
Robin, Natalie, good morning. I'm here outside of Adams Elementary. Now, this main building that you see here behind me was first built in 1909, and this is the oldest school on the South Hill. The district says this building has problems with ADA compliance, efficiency, and security. Part of this $200 million bond would go toward replacing that building in its entirety. Yesterday, the district invited voters to Madison Elementary to see the areas in need of improvement, ask questions, and voice concerns. We spoke to a teacher who says that in her 34 years with SPS, she's always seen voters support its bonds and levies, and she's confident that this year will be no exception.
Our city believes in our children and in the work we're doing for them, and I love that. And I love that every year we take it seriously and we spread the message so that that continues to happen, because our kids are worth it.
Critics of the bond say that the way it's advertised doesn't represent the increase in assessed property value for not only homeowners but renters who shoulder that cost.
We were very intentional to bring that dollar amount down in order to keep that tax bill stable throughout the life of the levy and the bond in the next 6 years.
The school is also asking for a 3-year replacement levy to fund student programs not paid for by state and federal funds. The next neighborhood open house will be next Tuesday at Gary Middle School in their library at 5:15 p.m. For more special election coverage, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much. We're taking a live look at the pavilion this morning, all lit up out there.
Yeah, you can see some fog over, kind of like hanging over it. You also will see some sparkly roads out there. That's what I saw. Even though our parking lot was like that.
Yeah, so you step out of the car and there's an oopsie daisy and no one wants to break a hip. So take it easy. Not that you're old, but come on, we're older. All right, here we go. 30 into the valley currently, 35 into Liberty Lake, 34 into Deer Park. Officially, we're sitting at 33 degrees. We're going to have a high today that's going to jump up to 40. We are going to see increased shower activity. That's going to be later on tonight after dinner time, 9, 10 o'clock. Overnight, we're going to see rain. We've got 33 forecasted for the overnight low. Many areas will be a little warmer than that, but it's definitely already started onto the west side, also into western Oregon, where we're seeing mountain snows, but pretty high up. And there's some warm air aloft, and that's going to bring it in. So that's what we're looking at, is all of this energy, all of that moisture in the Pacific being drawn up over the top of us. And as it crosses over, we're going to see these waves of rain showers and then some breaks and another round. So 11 o'clock tonight, yeah, we're going to see that roll through. Mountain snows into North Idaho. a break during the morning, then another round in the afternoon. And then we're going to see that hang out throughout the evening hours, another break, another round. And that's going to be the lather, rinse, repeat that we're going to be seeing all the way into Sunday night. We'll get a bit of a break for Monday and Tuesday. We're looking at our highs today into the low 40s. Not bad. We're going to see 43 St. Mary's and Kellogg. Ritzville 42, 37 into Colville. Winthrop, a little cooler. Sorry, kids, 33 for the high for you. We look at what we can expect in that planning forecast. We're going to see some changes. We're going to warm up. Temperatures nearing 50 by Monday. Dry Monday, mostly Tuesday, and then another rounds of rain and mountain snows coming in Wednesday, Thursday, but high still mid to upper 40s. So a huge change than what we had 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I just feel so bad for our skiers and our snowboarders, our snow enthusiasts.
Oh, they're working them, though. There's some good corduroy up there.
For now.
For now.
For now. So enjoy it now while you can.
Absolutely.
It's now 6:50.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. We'll see you back here after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Falco Spokane, your fireplace specialists.
Joining a gym fashionably late this year? At Planet Fitness, we got you. Because now through January 31st, you can still join for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Plus, get free fitness training. Hurry, deal ends January 31st.
It's back. 4 big days, January 25th to the 28th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. New dealers, new boats, new floor layout. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
If you try vaping to quit smoking, it might feel like progress, but with 3 times more nicotine than a pack of cigarettes, vapes increase cravings, trapping you in an endless craving loop. Nicorette reduces cravings until they're gone for good.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $10 million in inventory. And more shipments are arriving daily, so we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. Get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items in the store, with some discontinued items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain, as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
So for a short time, you can get big discounts.
While supplies last at Walker's.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
After 23 years on the job, I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
I work in a rural Safeway, and we need to be included with Spokane wages.
I know management won't give us a raise unless UFCW 3000 fights for us.
UFCW 3000 fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
Thanks, UFCW 3000.
Boats of all types and sizes, heavy metal and smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, and personal watercraft. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Joining a gym fashionably late this year? At Planet Fitness, we got you. Because now through January 31st, you can still join for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Plus, get free fitness training. Hurry, deal ends January 31st.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
The time is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint.
Mark has your weekend forecast just ahead.
Alabama is the first state to execute a person using nitrogen gas. Sydney Charles has the details.
And today, all ballots for the February special election have been mailed out. Allison Martinez is live with details on what Spokane County residents are being asked to vote for.
But first, the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students will be back in court today for 2 separate hearings. The first closed hearing begins at 11 o'clock this morning. In it, Judge John Judge will hear a motion from the defense to unseal previously sealed motions. That refers to a motion the defense team filed asking the judge to dismiss Kohberger's indictment. This hearing will happen behind closed doors to protect the privacy of jurors.
Now, that second hearing starts at 1 this afternoon. In this open hearing, Kohberger's attorneys will present arguments pertaining to what they believe were inaccurate grand jury instructions. After those hearings, Judge John Judge plans to hold a scheduling hearing, which would set the trial date and future hearing dates in the case. Media cameras are not allowed in the court today. The early hearing will be streamed live on Judge's YouTube page, and we will stream that afternoon hearing live on KXLY.com and on KXLY Plus.
Why did you kill me? That's what 53-year-old Willie Anderson said after being shot by his ex-girlfriend's son. Investigators say it happened at an apartment complex in the Moran Prairie neighborhood near 55th and Freya. According to court documents, 22-year-old Cody Lowe said he called police after hearing banging and seeing two men with power tools, believing they were car prowlers. A short time later, Lowe told investigators he found Anderson sleeping in his mother's closet. Lowe told investigators he had known Anderson for most of his life and that he wasn't allowed in the apartment. Lowe then pointed the gun at Anderson, told him to get out. Court documents say Anderson put his hands up and Lowe closed his eyes and pulled the trigger. Lowe's bail has been set at $100,000.
As we take a look at our first alert weather, there is a little bit of fog out there, but not as much as yesterday. Up north, maybe a little more dense fog there, but we're seeing our visibility down to 1 mile in downtown. So yeah, a little denser. We're going to see 33. The current condition warm up to 40 degrees, 33 into Coeur d'Alene. We are going to see variable clouds. We will see the increased chance of showers coming in tonight. That's going to happen around 10 o'clock. We'll see rain moving into our area for overnight rain showers and some mountain snows.
The Spokane Public School District has asked voters to approve a $200 million bond and a levy in the February special election. Leading up to Election Day, Spokane Public Schools has invited neighbors to come to a series of neighborhood open houses to ask questions, share concerns, and tour the schools that would potentially be updated or rebuilt completely. The next one is next Tuesday at Gary Middle School at 5:15 in their library. For more information, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
A controversial execution of a convicted murderer who spent decades on death row. The state of Alabama executed Kenneth Smith with nitrogen gas. It's the first time in U.S. history the new method has been used. The state claimed it would be humane, but critics insist it was cruel and experimental. Anti-death penalty activists placed signs along the road to Holman Correctional Facility. This was Alabama's second attempt to execute the 58-year-old for a murder for hire in 1988. The first attempt in 2022 was called off because authorities couldn't connect the IV line.
Spokane police arrested the man they say is responsible for setting a house on fire Wednesday night that killed 2 dogs and sent another to an emergency vet. 42-year-old suspect Rodney Barnhill appeared in court yesterday afternoon for arson. SPD says Barnhill set the fire inside after an argument with a woman and then left the home. Officers found him hiding a few blocks away. At one point, Barnhill held a knife to his own throat, threatening to hurt himself and trying to provoke officers to shoot him.
And a Stoughton County nurse faces felony charges for allegedly recording his female co-workers with a cell phone hidden in a locker room in November. One of John Hulsey's co-workers at Tri-State Hospital in Clarkston found the phone in an empty locker. She rewound the recording and saw herself from the waist up. When confronted, Hulsey admitted to recording other nurses without consent, saying he was, quote, all messed up in the head. By the time police seized his phone, he had deleted the video completely. We'll be back with a final check of weather with Mark Peterson coming up right after this quick break.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What have you got against tomatoes?
I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
Throws it on net, shoots, and scores! Throws it on net, and scores!
This Friday and Saturday, your Spokane Chiefs have 2 games in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Friday, the Chiefs play Prince George on Gold Seal Princess and Heroes Night. Saturday, Portland's in town on Military Appreciation Night presented by Pizza Factory. For game times and tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea.
I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. Typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with VitaFusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes.
All right, we've got the fog. There's no doubt about it. We're expecting to see foggy conditions through at least mid-morning. It's going to be on the move. No fog advisory in effect, but yeah, allow for a little extra time. Some thin cloud cover at times. Our high today is going to be 40, and about 10 o'clock tonight, we're looking for that pretty good chance of rain that will be with us overnight into tomorrow with some breaks in the action. Waves of energy coming across all weekend long with more rain showers there. It'll be 39 on Saturday, Sunday 44, nearing 50 on Monday. Voice starts to go up in excitement. Rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.